Good morning, Dr. Markle and the Coaching 101 core team. I'm so honored that you have been able to take a couple of minutes to meet with me today. As you can see, I have an idea I would like to discuss with you about a game I have called Coaching Dia. As most of you know, my name is Megan Patrick, and I work to support the Coaching 101 program here in the Office of K-12 Outreach. All of you are familiar with the Coaching 101 program, but in case you forgot, Coaching 101 is funded by a grant from the Michigan Department of Education to Michigan State University. Coaching 101 is a collaborative effort to build a professional knowledge base for all educational coaches in the state of Michigan. Its goal is to increase coherence among the various coaching roles so all coaches can effectively and productively work together on behalf of the schools they support. The main component of the Coaching 101 program is the Foundations training. So why are we here? A main obstacle for all Coaching 101 participants is the Coaching 101 assessment. During Foundations, participants receive training over the content areas of active listening, questioning, and relational trust. On the morning of the fourth day, they take an assessment. What we have discovered is that many of our participants haven't taken an exam in many years and have a very high level of anxiety, despite the fact they have had 3 days of traditional learning. So the question is, how do we solve this? I have developed a serious game I call Coaching Dia, which combines everyday forms of media with the Coaching 101 skills. The game is designed to be played during the last day of the Foundations training with at most 40 people. The game is an interactive game that will be ran through a website. In other words, there are no pieces like Monopoly or Jenga. Before I get into how to play the game, I want to bring to your attention the game's serious goals. From playing Coaching Dia, players will begin to recognize coaching skills in everyday forms of media, including movies, TV shows, and the news, have a deeper understanding of how to use the PPP pattern and the types of questions. The game will also help to refresh players' knowledge of terms from the Coaching 101 glossary. It will also help identify areas of weakness that coaches need to focus on while they are studying prior to the assessment. The main function of Coaching Dia is to show Coaching 101 participants how the coaching skills are represented in the media. Many of our coaches separate the Coaching 101 skills from everyday life. As former coaches yourselves, you know that this is not true. The Coaching 101 skills are in all forms of media and can help our coaches better understand how to use the skills. Next, I'm going to walk you through one round of play, and you will see how the game would work for participants. During the game, players will be in teams of 8, and one person will be the team captain. The team captain will report his or her team's answers to the game moderator. The moderator serves as a scorekeeper and will decide the correct answer if there is a discrepancy over a question. Typically, the game moderator would be one of you ladies. Since you are the developers of the content, that makes you the experts. There will be 3 categories that teams can choose from: movies, TV shows, and the news. Once the team has collectively chosen a category, they will be given the choice of a subject matter from the PPP pattern, types of questions, SBI, or vocabulary. Once they have selected a skill area, a movie or TV or news clip will play. Within the clip, there would be either a type of question asked, a glossary term used, or someone would use a certain type of paraphrase. After the initial playing of the clip, each team will have 2 minutes to decide their answer. This is a sample of what it would look like if a team had chosen the movie category and selected the PPP pattern as their content area. The goal of the game would be to identify which skill is being displayed in the video clip. Each correct question is worth a total of 5 points, and the first team to get to 100 points wins the game. If the team guesses incorrectly, opposing teams can steal the question for a total of 2 points. The demo of the game that you have seen today is an example of what the game could potentially look like. At this point, further development such as Flash implementation and website development require additional staff other than myself. Of all of the people that I would like to include on this team are members of the K-12 Outreach staff and are currently working on the Coaching 101 grant. I anticipate that I will stay on board to help with the mechanics and look and feel of the game. The Coaching 101 core team will be needed to serve as content approvers since they are the main developers. Lakeisha Ross, who is our Director of Technology, would be able to help us set up a website and begin Flash development. Kathleen Snyder, our Director of Communications, could also be on hand to help develop communications within the game. If you look at the budget for the Coaching 101 program, currently we have set aside money to begin to develop the Coaching 101 Academies online. As most of you know, the Coaching 101 Academy sessions are for coaches who did not pass their assessment. Dr. Jackson, you have mentioned to me that you do not feel as though online academies would be a beneficial way to instruct our coaches. I would suggest that we allocate those funds to the development of Coaching DIA. It might be a better way to spend those funds on something that would prevent academies instead of encouraging them. I would love to see further development begin immediately. I have mapped out the basic next steps needed to get us up the mountain to produce a great serious game for the Coaching 101 program. As you can see, the next steps would be to have the Coaching 101 core team review all the content to make sure everything is correct. At that point, Lakeisha and I will begin to transition the game into a web format, and when everything is merged, Kathleen would be able to check the communications aspects of the game. Given the workload of the Coaching 101 program and the upcoming Summer Institute, an official launch date could be set for July 2015 and be ready to be used at the August Foundations training. So why change right now? We have been successfully training coaches for the past 3 years. However, we still have participants not passing certain areas of the assessment. It's a small percentage, but it's something that we have to address as we move into the next couple years of the program. As a character in my favorite movie says, progress rarely comes from those who are content and secure. In conclusion, Coaching DIA would be a great alternative to traditional learning and perhaps more powerful for our coaches. Playing a game would lessen their levels of stress, and they would be able to begin to see the merge of media and the coaching skills. Not only would they begin to see the skills in the real world, but it would also help to pinpoint skills they don't understand yet, and help indicate what topics they need to focus on when they're studying for the assessment. Dr. Markle, Dr. Jackson, Dale, Pat, and Pat, thank you all for coming today. I hope you are able to provide me with helpful feedback. If you have any questions regarding the game, please feel free to contact me in person or email. Again, thank you.